It's been a wild week, hasn't it? We had, and I'll just recap, a move off the low there of 30%. So we essentially got a giga god candle on Bitcoin, which tends to happen after multi-month consolidation, that compression we've been talking about around volatility. The volatility unwound to the upside at an extreme value zone. So we've got a few options here. And I think the obvious option was that the end of the bear market? And I'd say it's probably an 80% chance it has. We really won't know for sure, in my view, until this yellow line is breached and reclaimed. So that's about 81, 82,000. Now that's the 52-week moving average. When we're above that, we are in a bull market. So right now we are in a state of recovery. Now, why I say that is, well, the end of the bear market typically triggers when we bust out of the 200-day moving average, with a bit of gusto. And this here was gusto, and you can't argue with that. It was huge, a real massive candle. And up until this point here, we have just been compressing and expanding to the downside with increasing violence. It's just bang, 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 bang. Can you just see the bears are just completely gaining control? Can it do it again? Yes, but this here is kind of the first really strong shot across the bow. Exactly the opposite of 10-10 over here. The regime likely has shifted. So, yeah, that's all I probably will say there, guys. Trend is your friend until the end, and it does look like the trend has broken. Let me just have a look here as well in terms of just a ordinary trend line. Yeah, no, that's with gusto. And it's now got the moving averages just beautifully coming back underneath. Don't mind that at all. But you can see the volume gap just through here. So there's the searching liquidity and volume is probably going to resolve itself somewhere up here one way or another. It's probably going to come up to this kind of area before we have a meaningful consolidation, through to maybe contend with this. But this is why that level is so important. Not only does it have the 82,000 52-week moving average, but it will be the first higher high in this macro downtrend. And you breach that, it's over. Like it just is. The flows, the funds, they all come back and everyone has a change of sentiment and off we go. Buying at extreme levels on Bitcoin in this market is how you make the serious money. You can buy when you see confirmation, and it's all about dial turning. It's never all in all at once. It's about recognizing that we're getting to a point where things are so extreme, price isn't responding yet, but everything underneath is just showing it's done. We need to start increasing the percentages of our portfolio. So when a big move comes like this, we don't feel under allocated, and then we can ram straight in after it. Now, again, you might feel perfectly fine buying now here or above, 82,000, and that's absolutely fine as well. But for most people who are low touch, low bandwidth, we need to recognize the cycle lows or the area, the extreme area, and it could be within 20% of the low. We could very well go lower still here. We could have gone lower again when we were down at this area, absolutely. But you've got to kind of recognize this is good enough. At some point, you just have to sit on your hands and go, yep, I'm loaded up. I'm ready for the next leg. I just need to be patient here now.